Hello, everybody. I just wanted to touch base with you guys and walk you through the Brightspace first week, maybe answer some questions that you might have, and also let you know about tomorrow has become crazy for me. I won't be able to make the Zoom meeting from 10 to 12 or 1 to 3. You guys have one of those. I think the drawing is 10 to 12. And painting's 1 to 3. Yep. So I have a doctor's appointment that I forgot about. And then my computer died tonight. So I'm recording this on my partner's computer. And I'm going to buy a new computer. So tomorrow afternoon, I should be back up, which means Thursday, I'll be back up and able to resume Zoom meetings with you guys. All right. So anyway, we're in week 1. We're just starting. It's the first week. And so here's the Zoom meetings tomorrow. That guy's out. That guy, I'll be there. All right. Then when we get into the assignments for this week, right? So you go into content, right? And you come down here and you go to, this is course 1, obviously. Course intro, but you go here to module 1, right? And there's module 1, introduction to week 1, what we're going to be working on, which is the open and blind contour line drawing and gesture drawing. So the learning objectives are simple. Develop hand-eye coordination and contour line drawing, like you are talking to yourself about what you see as you draw. If it's the length of like the side of a fingernail, you're talking to yourself about that, okay? I'm a big fan of that. Learning to see relationships within drawing subjects, like I think about relationships, how wide, how tall, with the shapes I'm looking at. Even if I'm looking across the top of a teacup, I'm thinking about that oval, how tall it is to how wide it is, okay? And then expanding your mark making vocabulary with gesture drawing. So that are the main things we want to start working on. Right? The gesture drawing is really important because I'm looking for you guys to be really fluid in the drawing, like you're thinking about the fluidity of the object, right? So that's where we're starting. I want you to use these things as road markers to go after, okay? So there's the introduction. We go back to week 1, and then we'll go to the checklist we'll avoid. Well, we can look at that. Right, read the guidelines. They're the next file. Read the gesture drawing intro. Right, watch the videos. That's big. That is gargantuous. I'm really wanting you guys to watch these videos, okay? And then complete the drawing exercises and then post the work, okay? So that's the checklist. Right, then we go into the reading, and it's a short read. It's only like 3 pages long, if that, and it's from a book. Nicolaides, The Natural Way to Draw. And there's some examples in here, right, of the contour line drawing right there of a hand. And that's like a great drawing. That's what you want to go after. When you draw the objects, if you draw like onions or fruit or vegetable, garlic here, see, look at what they're doing in there, how they're building up darker areas by repeating what they see going, but they're watching the flow of that. And that is one continuous line in there, okay? Then down in here is more contour. Now the gesture drawings is a little different, right? So those, you'll see them in the videos because I work through those, okay? Let's go back to week 1. So we did we read that, we did the checklist, we're looking at we read the contour and gesture drawing intro, read. Now here's the video lectures. So you're in here. Now it looks like there's a lot of videos, right? But they're no more than 8 minutes long. And what I do is I work through what you're going to work through, the 2B pencil, the 4B pencil, the 6B pencil, the 2B charcoal pencil, the 4B charcoal pencil, and the 6B charcoal pencil, right? And you're going to do those in your sketchbook though, okay? So you're just doing household items in there. You're not working on the big ones yet, right? I just wanted to get into the big ones, all right? So those are working. Let's get back into week 1. And then it comes out to, you get those drawings done. And this is where it gets a little interesting. So you're working on those drawings, right? And you want to get some feedback. So this is what I'm hoping you will do. You can text me images for of your work, and then I will download those images onto my new computer and make a screen recording, much like I'm doing here, and email that back to you, okay? So that you get input, all right? Now, this becomes more important as the drawings get more complicated. It is totally important for you to have more of a conversation with me while you're working on the drawings in like things like the negative shape drawings, the perspective drawings, and obviously the still life drawings, okay? Here's the discussion board. So there's the guidelines for the discussion boards, right? So I'm looking for you to comment on 2 of your works. I'm looking for you to post up your work, right? Now, if we open this up, there's nothing going to be in there. Nobody's posted anything yet, which is fine. So you start a new discussion board, right? I don't believe there's a rubric up there, but there's this in here that's a guideline for you to write about the work, okay? So what I would do is I would probably, when I get my new computer, I'll do examples so you can see how I write up my work, okay? So, but you read through here and this will give you plenty to write about. I'm thinking if you do like 2 or 3 paragraphs, so you're somewhere between like close to 100 words in there, in between 2 and 3 paragraphs, you're fine, okay? It's not a critique per se of your classmates' work. What I might be doing is I might be reading what my classmates say about their work and then looking at their drawings, and then maybe I see something that they didn't write about, and I go, hey, do you see that, what you did up in the top right-hand corner? When I look up in there and see what happens up in there, that's really exciting. Or you could look at what they post and say, hey, you know what, you got some fluidity going and the mark making's going. It's interesting. I'm having the experience, and I think the same thing, seeing how my hands, I feel like my arms really moving around, my hands moving around gesturally, trying to capture the sense of flow in those objects. And I feel like I'm starting to build a mark making vocabulary. But with the pencil, it's really difficult to work on that, right? Or expand that. So I got to see what else I can do with that pencil. Okay, so things like that, all right? When you post your work, I would really love to see you guys get an image in there. And so when I get my new computer, I'll send out a video of me posting some work. And that way you'll be able to see it happen as opposed to guessing at what to do. All right. So there are the main things right there. Week 1, right? And let's just go back and look at those guidelines, right? Which are right here. So the number of drawings aren't that much. So you want to do 4 open contour line drawings of your hands in different positions, 5 to 10 minutes, and that's in your sketchbook or 8.5 by 11 sheets, right? It can be 1 drawing per page, 2 drawings per page. I'd probably do that, and I'd probably make the drawings bigger than smaller, okay? So then there's the blind one. So you have 4 blinds to do. Same thing, 5 to 10 minutes each, right? Those guys, the difference between open and blind is in the open, you're allowed to look at the drawing paper. In the blind, you do not look at the drawing paper, all right? Then we're going to start this guy here, this 18 by 24, an open and blind contour line drawing of an interior or exterior setting, right? This is meant to be a 2-hour drawing, right? So you work on it for 15 minutes, you take a break, working on it again, right? Get those hours up there, 2 to 3 hours. And we're looking to build pockets of information, okay? As well as following these steps to start the drawings. Find somewhere interesting, right? Not overly interesting or busy. Busy does not necessarily mean interesting, okay? Somewhere in your house or exterior, somewhere you can go back to, all right? Then find specific area to start your drawing. Like right now I'm looking at a big aloe vera plant that sits to the right of a piano with a big candelabra on it that has actually electric light in it. And there's bamboo shades and there's window trim and stuff like that, and wicker baskets and bowls and cut glass and too much stuff around. So I look at that and I go like, okay, I got 2 or 3 hours. I'm going to dive in here. And what do I want to draw first? I'm going to draw the candelabra with the electric light bulb in it. I'm going to place it in the top left-hand corner of the drawing, right? And there, I just started there. You don't have to figure it all out in the beginning, right? You just pick a space and then you start to draw. The main thing up in here is developing pockets of information. There doesn't have to be a drawing where there's information all the way across from top left-hand corner to bottom right-hand corner, right? That I'll explain in a video, okay? And then every time I draw, I'm going to try to use one continuous line, all right? And then you move from object to object in the drawing, try to touch 2 of the 4 edges of the paper, right? And then in here I say plan to work 30 minutes on the open and blind. That's the beginning. We want to aim for 2 hours up in here, 2 to 3 hours on that. On the gesture drawings, you want to go in your sketchbook again, you want to do 10 gesture drawings of different objects using a pencil, right? 2 to 3 minutes per drawing. Now, gesture drawing is capturing the fluidity of the object, and that's why it's really important to watch those videos, all right? Because I talk about that and I show you how I draw, and I'm looking for you really to adopt those strategies and allow them to adapt to your sensibilities as you adapt to their sensibilities, all right? That's something we'll talk about big time. Then you're using the 2B, 4B, 6B graphite and charcoal pencils again. You can shade a little bit, but this is not a fine-tuned drawing. This is like a really quick drawing, 2 to 3 minutes, and it's about the energy, capturing a sense of flow of those objects. Objects that you are not allowed to draw. You cannot draw these. The TV remote control and the cell phones, okay? No. Objects you can control. Kitchenware, flower pots and vases, sporting equipment, chairs, knives, spoons, cups, saucers, plants are great, right? So expand on that, all right? Find something interesting to draw, not overly, and then get into it and have fun. Drawing's like an adventure, seeing where you go, all right? So I think that might be it for this. Let's go back to home, to the course home, and I'm sorry about this, guys, but there is some things I want to talk about. Tomorrow morning, I will not be able to make that again, just to repeat this, because I have a doctor's appointment, and it's a long-winded doctor's appointment. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to buy a new computer. So I'll be available for the 3 to 5 check-in, all right? I sent everybody a Google Drive folder. All the work, when you're done the work, the drawings, all those work needs to go into Google Drive folders, okay? So in the first module 1, it has the contour, gesture, and negative shapes. So when you get these drawings done, what you want to do is you want to take an image of the drawing, right? The sheet of paper, the sketchbook. We're working mainly out of the sketchbook this week. And take an image of that and then drop it into the Google Drive folder. And I can make a video showing you how to do that. All right. So I think that's about it. I want to say thanks to everybody, and any questions or concerns, please email me. All right. And one last thing. I'm going to be giving out my cell phone number for you guys so that you guys can text me images of your work, and then I can send them to my new computer and make you videos and send them back to you. All right. So that I will do in an announcement here, and I'll do it tomorrow. All right. All right, guys. I hope you have a good one, and we'll see you soon. All right. Bye.